Oh, all righty. On this episode, I'm going to discuss the effectiveness of the 100K Facebook group strategy, because I've been having some interesting results. So that'll be super fun to talk about. Imagine a conscious contact with God so strong that no matter what you are doing or not doing, that no matter what your kids are up to or not up to, and that whether you've got the person of your dreams or they're just not cooperating, that you are happy, content, and at peace. A space where everyone else's thoughts, attitudes, and actions are beautiful and exactly as they are supposed to be. Well, this is the space where I like to play. My name is Misha Z, and this is today's Bitch Slap. Join me as I shed light on the thoughts, actions, and attitudes that are causing you pain, and we train our minds to go to the capital S inner self, the joy that is waiting for us, the God within. Yes, the Russell Brunson 100K Facebook group strategy to grow your audience. And I would be naive to think if Russell Brunson wasn't the only one to have this strategy, but he's where I stumbled across it. And so it's kind of working. But before I get to that, I just want to say that my Table Rush Masterclass YouTube channel, go check it out. Just Google Table Rush Masterclass, and it should come up, and you can check it out. There should be, by the time this episode publishes, a good 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 interviews up there. But I keep getting confirmation that that's a good. I am on the right track with that. So, let's get back to the 100K, because that could be a whole other episode. Yes, sorry for the distraction. Since time is valuable, I'm not going to start over. But the 100K group strategy is such. You find groups that you're interested in being a part of on Facebook, right? For anybody who is unaware, there's all sorts of cool Facebook groups out there on every niche you can comprehend. Some of the groups are private, so you either need to be invited into the group, or you can ask to be invited, or you can ask for them to let you in. And some Facebook groups come with paid coaching, so perhaps you're in a paid coaching group and they have a Facebook group, stuff like that. But all sorts of different Facebook groups. Sorry, I'm a bit diverted. I'm maneuvering moms with dogs, moms with kids. It's Halloween right around the corner as I record this, so we've got kids and Batman and Superman and princesses all over the place. All right, I made it through. And anyone who has a podcast or a YouTube channel or a blog, a key to consistent publishing is finding the times where you can bang out an episode. And so for me, it's when I'm walking. It's easy for me to record a podcast episode. You just get to hear my distraction as I stumble across kids. Anyhow, pick your groups. And so I've got some marketing groups I'm interested in. Obviously, some Russell Brunson coaching group that I'm in. Small private group. I was in every kind of group. Not every kind. I was in a lot of this, like, mindset groups, spirituality groups, Ram Dass groups. When I thought I was going to be talking more and more about that and offering courses in that regard, I was in all those groups, but as I'm going a more business-oriented direction, I found that those groups were, according to the 100K strategy, you get into your groups that have 100,000 people. So preferably those groups are 25,000 each or less. So if you found 5 groups of 20,000, now you've got 100,000 people. Each day you answer 3 questions within each group. So they've got to be active groups that have lots of questions flowing through, opportunities for you to comment and add value. And then also you do a value post. So a value post that is just like, this is the thing that I learned today, or I'm focusing on, or whatever, that adds value but doesn't request anything of the group. And then as you are doing your value posts and answering questions, people will go, gosh, who is this amazing person that's giving these great answers to these questions? And he was dropping these value bombs. And then they'll click on your Facebook profile, and then on your Facebook profile it perhaps says what you do, or has cool links to all your fun stuff. Then bam, you're creating free organic traffic to your content, lead magnets, all this kind of stuff. So initially I was more on the spiritual oriented, metaphysical style groups, and had a lot of them. And what I found was that a lot of the questions that were being answered were like dark and just stuff that didn't make me feel shiny and yay, right? I was like, oh my God, this is stuff that it's not for me, right? Currently answering these questions or doing value bombs there or what have you. So the last week I have been cleaning up my groups because I want to be efficient in my groups and be in groups that I like and that I believe I can add value in and that are fun for me. I'm all about fun right now. It's got to be fun of some sort. I mean, there's always can be frustration in the moment, but an overarching bit of fun I would like it to be. Sorry, distractions abound as I'm walking, more than usual today it seems. And so it was actually a surprising amount of work leaving groups. So that was step A. Leave the groups that the interactions I don't like. The people in the group are not for me. The questions that are being answered I don't care about or don't inspire me to respond to. Right, just cleaning it up, a house cleaning. So I must have cleaned out 20 groups. That also meant now that I needed to start finding groups that I did want to interact with. So I've been doing that, and it's more work than you might think, because a lot of the public groups, it's just nonsense posts, spammers, all kinds of stuff. God bless, right? Like promote. And so I'm looking for groups where I'm looking for quality interactions. So I am looking at the interactions that are happening. Is there a lot of interaction? Is it quality? Are intelligent questions being answered? Are intelligent questions being asked? Intelligent answers? Like I like the smart stuff. And there's something, this is just, I know where I can do well in. So that's what I'm looking for. I know who and what I want to interact with. And so your person, your group might be completely different, and that's cool. Find the groups that you can thrive in, that it's natural for you to interact with. Now, it might take some courage to start interacting, but that's all right. I mean, you got to go for it. So yes, it's been a bit more work than I anticipated. Cleaning up all the groups, joining new groups, and then leaving the groups. Once the private ones, they let you in and you're like, yep, not for me, leave that group. And then, of course, building the habit of answering questions and value posts. So I just want to say that as I've been focusing on this for 2 or 3 weeks now, it started by just answering questions. It works. The process works. Like, I literally went from, it's at least 25% increase in my, sounds like an ad, doesn't it? At least a 25% increase. A combination of Funnel Hacking Live, interacting with all the groups, Funnel Hacking Live group being one of them. So I got to enter into that group as a result of going, and it's a nice little group of a couple thousand people, of like-minded people, that there's a lot of interactions. So interacting in that group, interacting in my coaching group, interacting in a podcast group that I found. I went from hopefully having, 300 downloads a week to my new bar is 400. Like, all of a sudden I started having some 800 or 900 download weeks where I'd never seen that before. And it was like, wait a minute. So if you were to look at a graph since Funnel Hacking Live, you would see a steady increase as I've started interacting on groups that excite me. So I've got a long way to go till I get 100,000 people that I want to interact with within those groups. But per usual, as is the case with most things, effort. You put the effort in, you're going to get results, and it doesn't need to be perfect effort. So I'm finding that. I'll report back on further growth as that happens. I would encourage anybody that's trying to grow an audience, start interacting with groups that you like on Facebook. And then on your Facebook page, when people come to your page to see who is this smart person that's interacting, they can naturally click on your podcast link. I've got my podcast link there currently. So there you go. That's what I've got for you. This episode's stretched on a little bit, but per usual, thanks for listening. Thank you for spending time with me today. As someone who is committed to growth and service to this world, I so appreciate your willingness to come with me, go within, and serve our world through change. If you found value in this podcast and you know someone who can use this message, share this episode with them. Share it so our mission can be achieved one episode at a time. And of course, subscribe so you can hear more. And lastly, for more resources on what has helped me on my journey and can help you on yours, go to belove.media/resources. That's BELOVE.media/resources. Thank you again for listening.